Hey, GoBuddies fans, tis I, Sonic Suns, doing one of those one-take vlog GoBuddy type things, because it takes so long to edit stuff, to make a cool thing with the neat cuts and so forth, which I like to get back to. But my interest right now is avoiding the whole gap of not making videos for a little while and stuff. Gonna hold up my end of the bar. I'm not holding the camera. You may have noticed this. If you didn't notice this by now, that's interesting. Well, the camera, I have on my giant tripod thingy here, mainly because my shoulders kind of hurt. Sometimes my wrists kind of hurts, probably from holding the camera all the live long day. I don't just make GoBuddies videos and such. I also just hold the camera like a lot and talk about my day. And like, look, this is what I'm looking at, blah, 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 blah. And such. Yeah, I gotta work on my posture and things, particularly with that little camera thing. Why don't you use like a floating, hovering camera thing? That would help. I also have this book here on posture that I bought like a year ago. I've read part of it, and it was actually useful, but I haven't read the rest of it yet. Getting around to that. Also, I get to see my chiropractor again when Christmas break comes around. Christmas break, it's almost the end of the semester. I have some final projects to do and stuff. Today in Japanese class, I turned in my rough draft of my final essay thing. Or rather, it's an essay, then I gotta speak it out loud in a week. And my teacher's very nice, but I got the impression that my paper is kind of short and kind of dumb. Yeah, I wrote it last night, and rather in the wee hours of the morning. And furthermore, Japanese, could be better. I don't know. What else is going on with me? Let's see. Speaking of Japan, which I often speak of, vaccinations. This is great. So, late October, I looked into vaccinations, what you need for Japan, and I found you need, it's on the CDC site, it's you need your routine vaccinations, and you also need hepatitis B and Japanese encephalitis, or however that goes. And so I got, on Halloween, hepatitis A and B. A I got because it's in China, and maybe I'll visit China at some point. I don't know, I was in the doctor's office anyway, right? And then I found out that you need to do these things, another thing 6 months later, which would be a month into Japan, which is odd. Though it turns out you can actually do it 4 months later. I finally found that out, that 4 months is still good enough if you've spaced out the other doses correctly. Anyway, so then I had to wait a month before I could see the doctor again. There was a whole bit when I went there on Thursday, and they're like, no, we don't do vaccines on Thursday. I'm like, okay. So on Friday, I called them up around 2 o'clock. I'm like, hey, you guys are open till 4, right? Like you told me? And they're like, no, we're open till 2. We're actually just closing. I'm like, okay, I can come in tomorrow, right? Like, yeah, we're open till 4. So then Saturday, I actually got in the car, which is a whole thing, because my car is sort of off campus. And then I'm driving, I'll call them up. And I'm like, hello, let's get their answering machine. And the answering machine says, we're open till 2 on Saturdays. So I've missed that, alright, because it's 2 o'clock, I'm heading out here. But we're open till 4 on Fridays. I'm like, no, you're not! I just called you 2 o'clock on Friday! And then on Sunday, they're not open at all, and so it's getting to, today's Monday, and it's like a month and a week since the thing. You're supposed to have a hepatitis B, and then a month later, though that turns out you can do a month and a half or something. It turns out to be okay. I just found out that information too. And then I decided randomly just started to look up more about this vaccine and stuff, and it turns out I already have it. I actually found the law that says, yes, I most definitely got this vaccine before I went into the 5th grade. And the vaccine lasts the whole lifetime. So none of that was at all pointful, which is like the word pointless, except I changed it and now it's pointful, which is a word now, thing. I now have extra Hep B vaccine in my veins. That's cool, yeah, woohoo. And stuff, and I briefly talked to, or emailed with, the one other person from my school who's doing the same Japanese program. It's 2 other people going to Japan, but only one other is in the same school as me in Japan. And we're figuring out when you're supposed to buy a plane ticket and when you're supposed to show up. But we don't exactly know. We're going to find that out in things. But it'll be nice to have one person, who's in the same boat as me and such. Though I'm told it's good not to have too much more than that, because if you have a bunch of people all from your hometown, your home nation, or whatever, you have the temptation just to hang out with them, and you don't experience the local culture and everything. So we'll see about that. Yeah, some people have expressed a bit of sadness that I'm going to be gone. I'm a little sad I'm going to be gone from them too. So really, I want to bring all these people to Japan with me. And I don't know, I'll keep in contact with everybody. I'll Skype and stuff. It's the internet, man. We can do all sorts of things with the internet. It's amazing. And yeah, that's my update for the moment. Thanks for watching. See you later.